Natural remedies for muscle cramps. Muscle cramps are sudden contractions or spasms that occur when one or more of your muscle groups contract by force and don't relax, regardless of any motion you attempt. When you have these involuntary contractions, it can immediately cause discomfort, but if the spasm continues along with a painful sensation, this is what is technically called a muscle cramp. The condition usually affects a single muscle or part of one, creating tension that prevents you from moving that part of your body naturally. But it can also affect an entire muscle group, which usually causes intense pain. What causes muscle cramps, and which parts of the body are most affected? In some cases, muscle cramps are caused by nerves that malfunction. This can in turn have an origin in another health problem like a spinal cord injury, or a pinched nerve in your neck or back. In most cases, however, muscle cramps are triggered when a particular part of the body is overused or injured as a result of excess strain. They can also occur when you exercise without being hydrated, dehydration. You have low levels of minerals like potassium and calcium. You have circulatory problems. The most affected groups of the body are the voluntary muscles: the arms, the legs, the feet, calves. However, in certain situations it is the involuntary muscles that are affected, including the uterus, the intestines, the urinary tract. Is there a natural way to treat muscle cramps? The pain and tension caused by this problem can be treated with some natural remedies that will relax your muscles and provide relief. First of all, when you feel the first hint of a contraction or spasm, we recommend that you try to stretch and massage the area to promote relaxation. After this, it's a good idea to consider some of the following treatments that will relieve your problem completely. Hydration. People who are dehydrated tend to have muscle cramps much more frequently because their body isn't getting the fluids it needs to work optimally. Your body is mostly made up of water, hence the importance of drinking sufficient quantities every day. Some signs of dehydration include feeling thirsty, tiredness or fatigue, headaches, nausea or dizziness, increased heart rate, elevated body temperature, dark, foul-smelling urine, pale skin with dark under-eye circles, baking soda. Baking soda is a common product with many uses in the home, and it can also help treat a variety of ailments. The properties of baking soda make it a great way to treat cramps and spasms in your abdominal area and limbs. Because it is highly alkaline, baking soda is effective in neutralizing the acid that builds up in your muscles, causing these annoying cramps. How should you use it? Dissolve a teaspoon of baking soda in a cup of water and drink it immediately. This is not recommended for people who suffer from high blood pressure. Exercise. Physical activity is a great way to help prevent and treat this problem. Exercise strengthens and tones your muscles, reducing your risk of having spasms every time you put them to the test. In addition to that, it also helps improve your circulation. Some recommended exercises include swimming, brisk walking, jogging, riding your bicycle, climbing the stairs. Epsom salts. Epsom salts have been used to soothe various parts of the body for hundreds of years. They are rich in magnesium, a mineral that can be absorbed through the skin and is also essential for maintaining strong, healthy muscles. How should you use it? Dissolve a cup of Epsom salts into warm bath water and soak for half an hour. When you absorb the minerals, your muscles will relax and you can say goodbye to that cramping. Celery and cucumber juice. These two vegetables contain a significant amount of antioxidants and vitamins that the body needs to respond appropriately to levels of physical activity. Athletes and people who have special exercise routines can drink this beverage for natural energy. Ingredients: 1 bunch of celery, 1/2 cucumber, 1 cup of water, 200 milliliters. How do you make it? Peel and cut the cucumber, then add it to the blender with the celery and cup of water. Blend until smooth. Drink this chilled, before starting any physical activity.